Hey guys, welcome to my kitchen. I am here to show you a few spring hacks for spring cleaning or really anytime. Some of my kitchen favorites. So I'm going to walk you through those and I'll kind of walk through my kitchen as we do that. And I'm going to start here. We have the produce wash, which makes cleaning your fruits and vegetables super easy. And you know, we want to avoid toxic cleaners and chemicals in our kitchen. We want to all throughout the house, but in the kitchen, it's because everything we do is food related. So, for example, with these strawberries, what I'm gonna do is do a ½ ounce. So I usually do a capful to 15 to 16 ounces of water. And then I will also show you a little trick here using the netted dishcloth. So one second while I put some water in here. I will be honest, I'm not super exact with ratios for soaking fruits and vegetables just because I'm doing so many different kinds, and I might use a huge bowl, I might use a bowl this size. So with this, I did a capful of the produce wash and water, and you could just put your fruits and vegetables in like that, soak them. I tend to soak them for about 20 minutes, but if you have the netted dishcloth, I'm going to show you the first little trick of using that. You can push it in here, and then we're going to dump the strawberries in and let those soak for 15 to 20 minutes. And it'll get all the waxy residue and pesticides off so that we're not eating those, so we can remove those before they enter our body. So I'm going to set a timer for 20 minutes and let them soak, and then I will rinse them, I'll pull this out, empty this bowl of dirty water. It's already dirty, that's crazy. And then rinse my strawberries, and they're fresh and good to go. The other thing we've noticed, we eat them really fast, but when we don't, I notice they last a lot longer, they stay fresher, like if I buy a bunch at once. So you could rinse this and put them back in here, or I tend to just keep them in the bowl and stick them in the fridge. So that is the produce wash, super easy to use. And then if you have things like cucumbers, you can use the veggie scrub cloth or the fruit and veggie mitt, which you just run under running water. And let me show you real quick how easy it is to do. I tend to do this with, like, especially apples, cucumbers, potatoes, peppers, things like that. You're gonna, again, under running water, take your vegetable and just scrub it as you go. And you find often you don't even need to peel the vegetable you're cleaning. You rinse this and hang it up, and you're good to go with your fruits and veggies. In the sink, most of you know, washing dishes is not my favorite, but I have a few tools that have made it more bearable for the times that I need to do things, either if they don't all fit in the dishwasher or if something is heavy caked on. I used to just leave it until I had to run a second load in the dishwasher. But the Biozyme makes it super easy. So I'm going to start there. The Biozyme is the same type of bottle as the fresh produce wash, where it's concentrated. So I will put 1 part, this is our forever spray bottle. I love these, and I am picky about my spray bottles. You're going to do 1 part Biozyme to 7 parts water. So this stuff lasts a long time. They say this lasts about 3 bottles. I say it's at least the equivalent of 4 bottles of dish soap. It has a lime scent or a lavender. Neither are very strong. I like them both, which I feel like is saying a lot because I'm not normally a lavender fan, but I love the lime one too. It smells like a lime lifesaver. So that bottle will last a long time. Then what I'm going to do is I kept this pan in here so I can show you. Super easy to wash anything, whether it's a hand wash cup or, like I said, your pots and pans. You spray this on, and then here we have our trusty dishcloth again, and then I'll show you a couple more tricks with that. But you just scrub it, get the layers off. The Biozyme really loosens up all the gunk that's on there. If it is something really heavy, like a cheese-based soup, you can let it sit for 5 to 10 minutes and then rinse it and scrub it, but it works like magic. So that's the Biozyme. This has made hand washing something I am way quicker to do. So, all right, next up, what I want to show you is our soap and scrub brush. It has, okay, so you can remove this head and you add your dish soap in here, and a little bit goes a long way. And then we also have replacement heads for this, which is awesome. But you put our dish soap in here, and it doesn't take very much. It also lasts a long time. These bristles are very gentle, but give it a nice scrub too. So then what you're gonna do is you push the button, and you'll actually see some of the soap come out, and you'll see it suds up. I probably should have put a little more in there, but hopefully you can see that coming out. And then same thing, just scrub. And I've actually had, I want to mention another little hack here. I have had people tell me that they use this inside their toilet. They have a separate one for it. They find that works better for them. I still love the toilet brush, but if you put this in your toilet bowl and use it, but it also can work great on, again, pots and pans or stovetop, or even just a quick scrub out of your sink. So that's our soap and scrub brush set. And then this, I will just dry, but also, all right, it's easy to want to jump from one thing to the next because I have them right here. But this handy netted dishcloth, amazing for washing dishes. It does not have backlock, but that's because it doesn't need it. It has the mesh holes in it. So you're rinsing the cloth as you're scrubbing dishes, and it's very gritty, again, while being gentle. You can scrub down your dishes, you can use it for baking, you can pick up a whole raw egg to clean up, but you can also take it outside and scrub bugs off of your headlights and taillights. So little hidden gem there, just kind of a handy cloth all around. And then when I'm done, I'm gonna hang it over this little bar, and with this demo, one thing leads to another. So I wanna show you this little, I'm gonna take out, I have our straw cleaning brush, which makes cleaning straws way easier. Our bottle brush, I'm gonna show you using this. I've been doing a lot of smoothies, and if you make smoothies, you know that stuff like that gets caked on so easy. So using the scrub brush, this comes with an Enviro scrub head, and you can actually detach it right here for easy cleaning. This is the best bottle cleaner, water bottle cleaner. I'll even put the Enviro cloth head on and scrub the bathroom sink sometimes. But for doing things like this dirty smoothie cup, I sprayed a little bit of Biozyme in here, and then I'm gonna scrub it so you guys can see how easy it takes it out, it just saves a lot of trouble and a lot of buildup, and then it's ready to go for the next time I want to make a smoothie. So let me just rinse it, and I rinse that brush too. Had some rice on the bottom, but see how good that works on that. All right, so that is the bottle brush and the straw cleaning brush. And next, I'm gonna show you our counter organizer. All right, the counter organizer. This is super handy. All right, I'm gonna take a couple of these things off so I can show you. But what it comes with is this porcelain base with a little slot for your sponge, this cup holder, or you can use it as a cup in the bathroom, and then this little rack. And one trick, if you saw me post in the group, is that you can lay it this way over the edge of your sink on the side. Mine, this does not work on in the kitchen because it has a lip, but a lot of what's common now is having no lip right up to the edge of the sink. So you can lay it like this at the edge of your sink and then hang your cloth or towel over it to dry over the edge of the sink. So this is kind of hard to hold as one, but when you set it on, you have your spot for your sponge here. There's little ridges in the back that hold this in place. And then, like I said, the little cup. And I leave mine sitting right at the corner of my sink like that. And I keep my little netted dishcloth. Sometimes I have a kitchen cloth there. Then I keep my bottle brush, my straw, my Mighty Mesh pot scrubber. They don't make these anymore, but they do spironets, which are a great replacement. And my soap scrub set. So with someone like me who has very little counter space, it is very handy. And it's a cute addition to your sink too. I think some of you keep it at the back or on the side. All right, so while we're over here, I want to show you a couple sustainable options for your kitchen. We have 3 sizes. We also have a larger size that's a little bit bigger. And this is the mini, this is the small, and then we have the large. These are made of rice husks. They are dishwasher safe, which is an amazing feature. They have this little ring that is handy for a couple things. You can hang it by that, or you can set an onion or tomato, whatever you're waiting to cut on the corner. They're great from everything from making a sandwich to cutting vegetables to doing a cute charcuterie board on it. They are very long lasting and knife resistant, and they also have this ridge that catches all the juices, so you're not worried about it rolling onto the counter. And then one of my favorite features is the silicone rim on the back that keeps it in place on the counter, so you're not chasing it around while you're cutting things up. Those are the cutting boards. Okay, I have a handful of things left I want to show you. The Ultrazyme has become a big favorite in our house. Before we have the dishwasher we have now, we could not use the Norwex dishwasher detergent, so I'm really happy to be able to do that. I don't know how many of you wash your dishes in the dishwasher and it comes out with a very chemical smell. I used to hate that. Whether it was the jet dry we were using, the Lemmy Shine, or the detergent, there's always a very strong fragrance and film on our dishes. So being able to use this has been a welcome change. And as with many of our things, you can use such a small amount. So I'm going to show you, this is the scoop that comes in it. And then I use, on a generous day, I use about half. So I use about half, which means you're getting a lot of loads out of one jar of dishwasher detergent. This paired with our rinse aid is an amazing thing to have on auto ship, so that you can have it shipped as frequently as you want and you never run out, because I know we can't really handle being out of dishwasher detergent. So this is the Ultrazyme. The rinse aid would replace your jet dry or things like that. They are very clean ingredients, and so you can feel safe eating off of them, using them on your dishes. And two other awesome places you can use this. If you have a drain clog or a toilet clog, you can put these in the drain or in the toilet bowl, let it sit for a little bit, and then run some water in the sink or flush the toilet, and it does great at breaking down what is built up in clogging your drains. Another trick, which I have not tried this yet because I have a system that I like with our odor eliminator for our laundry, but you can put a teaspoon of Ultrazyme in your laundry for things like sports apparel, especially the dry fit clothing. Those seem to hang on to odors, and I have heard that this does the trick because it's enzyme based. It does the trick for breaking down odors in sports apparel. So pretty handy to know. All right, let's talk kitchen towels and cloths. These, I always say, were one of my first favorite surprises because I wouldn't have picked them on my own, but they came free in my host rewards, and I have not used anything else since. We've replaced all of our kitchen cloths, like dishcloths, with these kitchen cloths, and then we replaced all of our hand towels with Norwex hand towels. So a few of the properties, they are backlock. These are ribbed, so this is wet. This is the teal one, gets a lot of use in my kitchen. I use it to wipe down my sink, my stove, my counters, and my table, and then anything else along the way. And I'm going to be using that in a second, so I have it wet with water. And then that's the rib texture, or channel, I think they call it now. And then this is the diamond weave. This is the oatmeal, and it is beautiful. This is one of my newer favorites. And then this is the kitchen towel. So both the towel and the cloth are, they have backlock in them, which means they're self-purifying. So I guess my favorite features of these are they're very absorbent. They dry your hands without over drying. You can use them to dry dishes after you hand wash them, or if you have a little bit of moisture left after going through the dishwasher, you can use them like that too. But what I probably like the most is that I can use them for about a week before I need to wash them. I could probably go longer, but by then I've used them for a spill or a bigger cleanup, and then I end up throwing them in the wash. The kitchen cloth, like I said, just I've used it all throughout my home, and just kind of comes down to preference on both the texture and the color which you gravitate towards. These come in trios, or they come in a set with a kitchen towel and a kitchen cloth, or everything comes individually. Okay, so before I clean our stove and show you a couple of those tools, I want to show you if you are ready to replace paper towels. So a normal size counter cloth is this size. They say it's the size of a select size paper towel. So that's the normal size. I tend to like these larger counter cloths. That's just what I gravitate to, but these have replaced, we normally have a paper towel on our holder and it lasts us about 2 weeks for one roll, which to me is a substantial cut down. So what I might use these for is they're great dry or damp, and you can kind of use them interchangeably with the kitchen cloth. I tend to gravitate towards these for spill cleanups, and then my kitchen cloth for cleaning things throughout the kitchen. And all of the ones I'm showing you, other than what I mentioned, the netted one, have backlock in them. So what I want to show you now is the cleaning paste. This one, it doesn't come as a soft paste. It comes hard. And mine is, trying to think, probably a year old or so. Most people, this lasts about 2 years, but the cleaning paste, it also smells good. The main ingredients are coconut oil and marble flour. And this replaces things like Barkeeper's Friend, Soft Scrub with Bleach, and Comet. And you're using just what you need as you need it. So you can use it in your sink, in your microwave, in hard to clean places. You can, well, what I'm gonna show you right now. So my kitchen, or my window in my oven, you can see has stayed pretty clean, and that is due to this. I think the coconut oil almost puts like a little bit of a coating on it. But here, I'm gonna jump ahead too, and because I want to show you both of these at once. So this is the degreaser. This is concentrated. So again, in our Forever bottle, you use 1 part degreaser to 7 parts water. And then you can spray this anywhere you have heavy grease buildup, and then I'm gonna spray it. It is safe to use. Makes it cleaning your oven super easy. And then how I will use the paste is while that's sitting for a couple minutes, I'm gonna take some paste on my Mighty Mesh pot scrubber, and I'm gonna scrub the window of my oven. And it is coming off super easy. Then what I'll do after this, I'm gonna rinse this and put it back. And this is where you can use an Enviro sponge, or I'm gonna use my kitchen cloth. So it comes off nice and easy. And then I will rinse it one time and wipe it down again. But that's how easy it is. Okay, so super easy wiping that down. And then another thing that you can use the cleaning paste for, which is very popular and common, I mentioned inside the microwave, but also whether you have grated a gas stove like this or you have like a flat glass burner, you can use the paste to remove burn marks. And one little trick is if you're having a really tough time getting the burn mark off, keep in mind that it went on in layers, so it may come off in layers, taking a time or two. But I've found that warming your stove just for a minute or two, turning it off, letting it cool a little bit, so there's just a touch of warmth, that softens what has built up on it. And then you can take your Enviro sponge or your Sperry sponge, spear net, or kitchen cloth and use the cleaning paste to scrub off what has built up. So, thank you for joining in. I hope you enjoyed those spring cleaning tricks and ways to use some of my favorite items in the kitchen. Feel free to share this with a friend and spread the word if you loved what you saw, maybe got a refresher or learned something new.